I think that the future of agriculture is a bright one. I come from a background that's not agriculture. It wasn't even on my radar as a scientist for a place where there were lots of interesting problems to be solved. And the deeper I've gotten in the industry, the more I've come to understand the really degree of exciting challenges that exist in agriculture. I think that one of the key areas there where I see agriculture going and changing in the future is right now we have a system that is built almost entirely off of commodity crops. So a grower in Iowa and a grower in Kansas are both growing corn, and that corn is a commodity product. No matter what practices a grower is using, and really no matter what quality that corn has, whether something has high carbohydrates or low carbohydrates, they're getting paid effectively the same amount for that grain. And we think that there is a world much like coffee and cocoa, where customers are demanding specific attributes, that grain can be grown in the same way and sold in the same way. So both from a physical quality perspective of that grain. So in wheat, a brewer wants low protein wheat and a bread maker wants high protein wheat. Today, everybody gets average protein wheat. And that forces a lot of inefficiencies in the supply chain. If we can simply understand what the quality of that grain is before it's harvested, before it's stored, and then when it's transported, we can actually create a significant amount of value for everyone in the supply chain, for growers and even making those mills and buyers have a more efficient operations. And so really enabling that decommoditization of agricultural grains, I think is the vision for the future. Consumers are also demanding grain that is grown more sustainably. And I think that is a real opportunity for agriculture to move from, I think, what's been considered part of the problem of climate change. I think growers have been in some ways villainized as being contributing to climate problems, when there are a series of agricultural practices like planting cover crops, reducing tillage and going to no-till, improving the diversity of the crops being grown, that have been shown to be able to reduce the use of synthetic chemicals and synthetic fertilizers, and also to increase the carbon in the soil and reduce emissions from things like nitrogen, that I think consumers are demanding and will continue to demand. And if we can find ways to help growers do those practices at scale and ensure that it is linked to their financial incentives, I think agriculture can go from being part of the problem to really one of the major parts of the solution to the climate crisis.